Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Today is Comments Day, and this is the 42nd episode of Comments, wherein I react to a carefully curated selection of your missives, and do so open-heartedly and with nothing but honesty, truth, and... But that's all you need, isn't it? Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Again. I'm not used to this guitar. I've been travelling so much, you see, using unfamiliar instruments, and now I'm back to that glorious thing. Feels like the strings need to change on it, but I'll sort it out later. You don't have to be privy to that stuff. Sarah Crozier says, something for Comments Day, maybe. I feel like such a newbie because I was so young when I got into the darkness, but I still have questions. The video to Love Is Only a Feeling feels like heaven for rock and roll stars. Where did you film it, and what was it really like? Loving the channel so much. Cheers, Sarah. Well, we filmed the video for Love Is Only a Feeling in the Blue Mountains of Australia. I think that's somewhere near Sydney. What I love about that video is that there's a lot of sort of aerial shots, and there's stuff with me playing guitar solos on the side of a mountain. And I had one clip harness thing, and it was very, very dangerous. See that rock face over there? You see it? Obviously, being in a rock band and all, I'm going to stand on the edge of it and do a massive guitar solo. Should be a laugh, shouldn't it?
Double fear.
I want you to know that all the footage that you have of me, if I fall off the cliff and I die, I want you to use it.
Don't worry, I'll use it.
Yeah, no, but for our video, please. But the whole thing was filmed with helicopters. I mean, nowadays you look at any music video, you see anything aerial, or even in a movie, and you just know that it's some dickhead with a drone that they probably bought off Wish or something, you know. And I feel like drone shots have become so commonplace. But there's nothing that beats the feeling of playing a massive guitar solo and then a helicopter, you know, rising from beneath the mountain and staring straight down the barrel of a director with a big camera on a helicopter. The wind in your hair. Oh my God, it's exhilarating. That was the glorious olden days when people spent serious money on videos, and I loved it. It was Alex Smith directed that. He is a genius. And there it is. But anyway, thanks, Sarah. Okay, so Bo Whitney has come steaming in with a question for Comments Day. I've wanted to ask this for a while, not facetiously. Do you really like the sound of your own voice? Evidently I do. That's why I put these cans on. I take it off. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it on. I do like it. You should, because you have a nice sounding voice. Oh, Bo. No. Personally, I hate hearing my own voice. There's even a term for it, voice confrontation, as the sound from a recording is interpreted by our brains differently than the sound from speaking. I never met someone who didn't suffer from voice confrontation. Do you hear a difference between your live voice and your recorded voice? Yes. I remember when I was a small boy, an infant child, and my grandfather had one of those tape machines with a microphone, and we used to try and make radio shows. You know, I must have been about 8 or something like that, and my brother was 7, and we were making radio shows. And your voice always sounds different and horrible when you hear it back, and it's never nice to listen to it. But you know what? I've got used to it now. And it is what it is. I've had the same thing. I had sort of voice confrontation when I was singing as well. That was challenging, but you've just got to get past it, I think. And with experience, you do. By the way, thanks, Bo. ML Cool J says, Justin, you said that you loved music business questions. Could you explain how it works when a The Darkness song is selected for a movie, for example, Bridget Jones 2? Do you get to see the scene beforehand? Can you say no? Do you get ongoing royalties? Thanks for the joy you bring, and thanks, Jenny, you're amazing too. All right, thanks, ML Cool J. Well, I tell you, in the case of that Bridget Jones 2, I remember being summoned to a meeting with what are they called again? The music supervisor for that movie. Usually a music supervisor will try and source songs that they want to synchronize to make the score of the movie, or to augment the score of the movie. And this particular guy was really cool, and he asked us to come in. I remember I was going in there, and there was a scene when two people were fighting. It's a scene when two people are fighting over the protagonist. And I was saying to him, well, why do you want to use I Believe in a Thing Called Love? What shouldn't you use Get Your Hands Off My Woman? That would be more apt, wouldn't it? I mean, in terms of the lyric and everything. And also, we'd had a sort of re-recorded version that we did with Roy Thomas Baker that was ready to go. And I thought, use that. I was really trying to get him to use that. But they weren't interested in that. They just wanted to use the hit. So they used the hit. And they paid us some money to use the hit, and then we do get ongoing royalties. Every time somebody watches that scene in Bridget Jones, then I think we get a little bit of, I hear that a tiny distant ka-ching in the piggy bank, the ethereal piggy bank in the sky. Anyway, thanks for that. Hope that helps. James Blessed says, awesome work as always, Mr. Hawkins. A question for Comments Day, sir. I'm interested if you have GAS. What? What's GAS? Oh, Guitar Acquisition Syndrome. As a professional musician, have you acquired all of the lovely guitars, amps, etc. that you desire, or do you still lust after certain items? Thanks. I don't have that. I don't suffer with that affliction, actually, where I'm sort of obliged to obtain as many guitars as possible. I don't think... I find it really difficult to justify spending money on a guitar when I have so many that are brilliant anyway. Like, I've got a couple of Les Pauls that will never be beaten. I have one in particular, my Black Custom is just the greatest sounding Les Paul I've ever heard. You know, I just love it. My brother loves it. People covet it. So why would I go looking for any more? I mean, I suppose there's a couple of things that I need to add, you know, in order to be able to fully explore the rainbow of tone. So I'm probably looking for something like a telly, like an old Telecaster. That'd be nice. Just something to use on certain songs. But I'm very much a Strat and Les Paul man. I got loads of those. I might try and find myself a free 5.5, the one with the Bigsby on it, the red one, or a black one. I don't know. There's always things that tickle my fancy, and Ian Softlad Norfolk, my long-suffering butler, is always sending me links to stuff that I probably shouldn't be looking at. But you know, sometimes it can't be helped. But I don't think I'm that bad, really. Anyway, thanks for your comment. KD says, how do professional singers cope when you get sick? I'm just coming out of back-to-back colds, oh dear, courtesy of my little one's nursery. And my car karaoke game has still not recovered. I couldn't imagine if I had to get up on stage and sing in front of people. Yeah, thanks, KD. To be honest, when you get sick, there's not much you can do about it. If you end up with a pharyngitis or something, some kind of infection around your vocal cords, then you're in a lot of trouble. There isn't very much you can do. There are sort of emergency measures that I've tried to take over the years, like injecting, getting injections of anti-inflammatories to try and make the swelling of the infection go down. And there's a lot of sort of other... There's a lot of exercises that you can do and potions you can take, and you just got to hope for the best. But if you're sick and it's there, you might end up pulling shows. But singers generally tend to live different lifestyles to other musicians. You know, we're a little bit healthier, I think, and we don't stay ill for as long as a regular musician. Regular musicians probably won't appreciate me saying that, but I do think it's true. You just got a different... You know, there's a different expectation of you when you're a touring singer. And if you do it for a long time, like I've been doing it for like 20, 25 years, you end up developing a lot of sort of processes and things that keep you healthy or get you back to health more quickly. Yeah, it's just experience, really. Thanks for your comment, though, and I hope you feel better soon. Voden Medved says, what do you think about wearing makeup during rock performance? Do you love it, hate it? Is it difficult for musicians to wear it due to sweat, or acceptable because of the style? I sometimes wear it and I sometimes don't. I don't really go to town on it. I never have, really. I remember once a bass player that I was working with once was very clearly wearing makeup around his eyes and was a little bit embarrassed about it and was denying it. And I said, oh, okay, so were you looking at something through a dirty pair of binoculars or something? denial. But you know, I think it. I used to like it when I was a bit younger. I think I might be too old for it now. I think it actually makes me look even older than I actually am. So sometimes I don't bother, you know. And also, I'm not sure if I care enough about my eyes anyway. You know, when I look into my eyes, I'm like, hello, I'm down here. Anyway, thanks a lot for that. Emily Downing says, why are there spaceships in all of your Permission to Land videos? I don't know. Well, all right. Well, the spaceship was first built by Jim Friedlander, whose father was a props designer for the BBC. His dad actually made K9, you know, the sort of robot dog thing that was in Doctor Who during the 80s, I suppose. And he made us a spaceship which we used on the Growing on Me video, and then we used it for the cover shoot for the album cover itself, and then we just thought, well, let's make it all about the spaceship and us in a spaceship. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's really it. We just had a spaceship, so we decided to use it. When life gives you spaceships, you create music videos with spaceships, as the saying goes. Troubled Spirit says, which are you more proud of, your singing or guitaring? They are both awesome. That's like my favourite comment ever. Cheers. Thanks, Troubled Spirit. Pride comes before a fall. But I always identify as a guitar player first and foremost. That's the first thing that was my first love, really. I sing, yeah. I enjoy it. It's fun. But guitaring, I think I'm probably a little bit more passionate about guitar playing, if I'm honest. That's the thing that I practice the most, really. And singing, I just maintain my voice, really. I never really try and do anything different with it. Maybe I should develop my singing. You've inspired me, Troubled Spirit. I will work on both. Thank you very much. And whilst on the subject of thanks, I want to say an extra thank you to the SuperThanks people. Lewis Silver, David Taylor, The Middle Podcast, Moonbeanification, Mzblue Raja, Adam Crawford, Leia Coe and George Hunt. I really appreciate the additional support that you've shown me, and you'll never know what it means to me. So thank you so much. That was Comments, episode 42. If you have anything that you'd like to ask me, don't hesitate to ask in any of the comment sections of these videos, and I will always endeavour to answer them honestly, because that, my friends, is what I do. Justin Hawkins rides again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these two videos, keep coming back, and be nice to each other. And I love you all. See you on the ice. Cheers.